Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Rocco flips over Britt surrogacy shocker. Lynn reveals stolen embryo truth. General Hospital GH. Spoilers hint that Rocco Falconeri, FinCare, may flip over the Britt Westburn, Kelly Thiebaud, surrogacy shocker. It looks like Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, is about to hurt Giovanni Palmieri's Giovanni Mazza, brother with the stolen embryo truth, so let's discuss her revenge on Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning. In GH's June 16 episode, Lulu continued to get all high and mighty with Lynn. During their heated confrontation, Lulu insisted she didn't lie to her children and that she didn't keep huge life-altering secrets from them. Unfortunately, Lulu may indeed be keeping a massive secret from Rocco if he doesn't know the details of how he came into the world. Britt was implanted with Lulu and Dante Falconeri's Dominic Zamprogna stolen embryo as part of a plan to dupe Patrick Drake, Jason Thompson, into thinking she was pregnant with his child. That plot came with plenty of twists and other father lies. But the point is that Britt is the one who gave birth to Ben, who was later renamed Rocco after the truth came out. Although Lulu's been playing up how she doesn't lie and keep life-altering secrets from her kids, she may indeed be hiding huge revelations from Rocco. It's not Lulu and Dante's fault they got deceived, but Rocco still deserves to know it wasn't a natural conception and that Britt carried him. If Lulu's been pretending otherwise, that may be something Lynn's on the verge of exposing. We know Lynn turned to Marco Rios, Adrian Ancondo, for help researching Britt Westburn, Kelly Thiebaud, since her actions directly impacted Lulu and her family. Lynn wants all legal documents concerning what went down, so Marco asked what she was trying to prove. That Lulu isn't half the mother she says she is, and the key to proving it is Britt. Lynn insisted. Lynn obviously wants to knock Lulu off her high horse and prove she's not the honest mom she claims to be. However, that comment could also refer to the fact that Lulu didn't actually give birth to Rocco. That doesn't affect the biology of the situation, but Rocco could still be upset over being kept in the dark on Britt's role in his birth and how he came to exist. Whatever the case, Lynn's payback plan will inevitably backfire on her if she goes through with it. Gio isn't going to like it one bit if Lynn uses his new brother as a pawn in her Lulu revenge scheme. Hurting Rocco will also be a quick way to riling Dante up and adding to the tension that's already between them. General Hospital spoilers say Lynn may regret what she does next. So stay tuned for updates on all the bad news that's brewing. Port Charles has never been short on secrets, but even the most seasoned residents weren't prepared for the bombshells about to explode. The hospital halls are buzzing, and this week, two major revelations rock the very foundation of multiple families. Rocco Falconeri's shocking reaction to Britt Westburn's surrogacy secret, and Lynn Quartermain's confession that brings the horrifying truth about a stolen embryo to light. Britt's surrogacy stunner sends shockwaves. It all starts innocently enough. Britt Westburn, chief of staff, recovering schemer, and reluctant heroine, has been seen with a suspicious glow lately. Rumors swirled, but nobody could have guessed the real story. Britt is a surrogate. The twist? She's not just carrying a stranger's baby. She's carrying one genetically tied to someone very close to home. Cue the first domino. During the routine visit at the hospital, Rocco Falconeri overhears a conversation between Britt and Elizabeth Weber. At first, it's vague, medical terms, veiled references to the procedure and the donor. But then Rocco, with the instincts of a born detective, thanks Dante, catches a name, his. And that's when everything unravels. Rocco's explosive reaction. Rocco corners Britt in a corridor, demanding answers. His voice trembles, not with fear, but with barely restrained rage. He accuses her of manipulating his family, of toying with genetics like they're just puzzle pieces in her latest scheme. But Britt, for once, isn't hiding. She tells the truth, most of it. "I didn't plan it like this," Britt confesses, her voice laced with guilt. "I agreed to carry a baby to help someone, and I didn't know who the embryo belonged to until it was already done." And then the second domino. Britt reveals that the embryo she's carrying is not just any embryo. It was taken from the hospital's cryo storage system months ago in what was brushed off as a technical glitch. But it wasn't a glitch. It was theft, and the child she's carrying was created from Dante Falconeri's and Lulu Spencer's genetic material. Rocco is gutted. He thought he'd never see his mother again after Lulu fell into a coma. The idea that another piece of her, a living, breathing sibling, is coming into the world without anyone's consent or knowledge. It's too much. He runs. Not home, not to Dante. He disappears, leaving chaos in his wake. Lynn's breakdown and the embryo bombshell. Meanwhile, Lynn Quartermain has been fighting her own guilt. For months, she's known something wasn't right with the hospital's embryo storage. She stumbled on it by accident while handling a pharmaceutical PR project with General Hospital's administration. But she said nothing, too wrapped up in her own drama with Chase, Bailey, and her endless Quartermain expectations. Now Rocco's meltdown and Britt's confession force her hand. At a Quartermain family dinner turned disaster, Lynn stands and delivers the truth like a dagger. "I knew about the embryo. I didn't know it was Lulu's, not at first, but I should have said something." Silence. Then Monica, the stalwart matriarch, demands answers. Lynn tells them everything: the security breach, the anonymous embryo order, the payment made with an untraceable card. It was orchestrated to look legitimate, but the deeper she dug, the clearer it became. It was a setup. Someone stole Dante and Lulu's embryo from the hospital and had it implanted in Britt. And now the baby is coming. Who's behind the crime? The question everyone's asking: who orchestrated this surrogacy scheme, and why? Speculation explodes. Valentin Cassadine, known for his morally gray maneuvers, denies involvement, but his past with Lulu and Lynn makes him a person of interest. Could Victor have done this before his death, planning a legacy from beyond the grave? What about Obrecht, Britt's own mother, who might have been trying to secure her daughter's future in a twisted way? And what about Helena's rumored posthumous revenge plot? Does this tie into something deeper and darker? Lynn believes it was someone with inside access to both the embryo storage and Britt's surrogacy file, someone who knew exactly whose child this was. One theory starts to gain traction: a rogue lab tech with Cassadine connections, working under orders. But whose orders? Dan's dilemma. When Dan finds out, he's caught between duty and devastation. As a cop, he's supposed to investigate what amounts to genetic theft and surrogacy fraud. But as a father, as a man who still visits Lulu's bedside every week, whispering stories of Rocco's school plays and the world outside, he's shattered. Now, with a new baby on the way, his baby, he must face impossible choices. Does he claim custody? Does he fight Britt for the child? Does he tell Lulu, though she may never wake up? And what role will Rocco play as big brother, now broken by betrayal?